Hey guys, Dante here and welcome back to Quick Vids. This is the second half of the Monster Claw video. And yes, I know it's been a long time since I uploaded the first half. I am going to work on the future scheduling of these videos to, well, make Quick Vids quicker. Now without further ado, I'm going to show you a few videos I took in between during the creation of this product, or prosthesis actually. So, here we go. So before I start any of the painting or any of the Mod Podge or decoupage or plastic dip coating, I went and took my glue gun and did these really quick fake veins. I just literally took the glue gun, dragged it around in vein patterns over the shell to give it a bit more of a textured look. Okay, so these are sheets of clay with balls of clay on top of them that I'm covering in layers of latex. Once again, this is a liquid latex mold builder, not skin safe latex. It's a trick I learned from Indie Moguls. So Indie Mogul's been around for a while on YouTube. Check out Indie Mogul, also known as Backyard Effects. These small patches, I'll probably do a few more, will then be placed on top of this mixture of canvas and latex that I'm now layering down as skin. So we're going to keep going a few more layers here, a few more sheets here of canvas cloth and latex, and then I'll add details around the claw as well. I'm not too sure how I'll do it, but I will add more detail so it looks like the skin is really being pulled over these giant claws, which are right now drying because I sprayed them with the titular plastic dip spray to really coat that foam. Okay guys, I want to show you right here the pieces I made to be interchangeable with the claw hand. First things first, I went to a Michaels and I picked up a do-it-yourself Christmas ornament. They're basically two half circles that come together. Take them apart and you could do whatever you want with them. Paint the inside, put a little figurine, whatever. So I took one of those and painting it on the inside with acrylic paint, I made this eyeball. Now I did the inside. That way if I scratch at it, nothing happens. It's perfect and it still has like this weird glossy, it's a little glossy shine it has on it. To have it better fit inside the opening of the claw, I glued on some miscellaneous EVA foam and just gave it some acrylic paint. No need for spray paint, just hot glue it and everything. So when it's all done, this will cover my fist inside of the claw. Now I wanted to also try a number of different things. So I took some of this plastilina clay, which you probably saw earlier, and I took some water-based airbrush paint and mold builder, the rubber latex. And what I did, I sculpted the inverse of a tongue. So here's the part where the tongue dips on the center. Here's where I guess all your little taste buds line up. In fact, there's a little white dots. That's mold builder still drying. Those are all taste buds. So this is the inverse of a tongue, sculpted really quick. And then I gave it a layer of painted mold builder. And it came out nice vibrant red. And now that I have that first layer of red, I'm adding several layers of just mold builder, which is why, once again, it's still white. It's drying. I'll do a number of layers, and then I will lay some sulfur foam, soft foam, here and here. So when I peel it off and look at it the right side up, this part of the tongue won't collapse. And what I'm going to do is attach it to this. This is, once again, EVA foam, solid foam. I wrapped a sock around it, push it through, and I glued two sheets of sulfur foam together that were just haphazardly cut up. And the two pieces make like a sandwich, so your hand goes right in there and it wiggles around. So when it's time, I'll attach this onto this, and this would be a tongue inside of the monster claw. So these are just different ideas I came up with. Maybe in the future I'll think of more things to put inside the claw. Maybe a second mouth that could be moved by my actual hand. But this allows me to interchange all the pieces I want. And yeah, so we're going to keep on going and I'll show you the finished product soon. And here are some extra, I I guess you could say texture packs, just an extension of the taste buds for the top of the tongue, and just a textured zigzaggy pattern for the bottom of the tongue. I filled the to the sideways. I filled the inside gaps with foam and painted over that with the latex rubber. That way the tongue just won't flatten itself. It'll keep all of its nice detail. And then now I'm just going to glue it onto the main foam prosthetic. Here we go. Okay, now that we dealt with the how-to and, step-by-steps, let's jump down to the final product. The Monster Claw. Lightweight foam and latex paint. I still have all the movability I need. If that's a word, movability. All the ability to move. There we go. And there's that monster tongue I was talking about earlier, which moves around with the movement of my fingers. Nice and nasty. Could you imagine this thing filled with some what's it called? With some fake saliva, pretty much, and jelly, some clear jelly and fake saliva, just to make it wiggle around nice. You have the blue painted veins touched up after the main brown latex was attached. You have the EVA foam spikes, which are soft. You have the hard shell for the actual claw. And like I said, full range of movement. Now, let's pull out that tongue. Get a nice look at that. Blue veins on the front with little bald taste buds. I don't know how well that shows on camera. I'll show it up close later. Bottom half also has striping that's different. We're going to replace that with the Monster Eye, which has these little bits of foam to help it hold in place to cover up the finger once again. I'm just going to twist and turn it, get it in there. And that's that. I like the Monster Eye. They both work very well. The Monster Eye gives it an extra creep factor, I think, even though it doesn't blink. Cool thing about this, it's not really set for any particular arm, so you can easily switch it over from one to the other. And there we go. Now, this whole thing took, I want to say, 4 days. Not on and off. Like, if I had to count the hours, I want to say 4 days. Now, I say 4 days because this was my first time making a prop like this. So I had to backtrack and do a few corrections as I went along. We're talking 4 days worth of making each of the little round warts that are on it. 4 days to paint them together, to add another layer of latex and another layer of latex to really hide the seams, to add painted detail, to repaint the blue veins. Everything was a learning process. And that's the whole point of these videos, to show you that you can make professional stuff. And hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes. One mistake I made while doing this was underestimating the length of my arm. So this right here is simply cloth with a thin layer of latex, rather than a full detail of this, which still works very well. Put a sleeve over it, paint some veins on it, and it gives you the ability to move a lot better. And that's that, guys. The Monster Claw. About 4 days of work. I could probably recreate this in the future underneath that time now. You could use this for sci-fi movies with aliens, for horror movies with monsters, plague outbreaks. Could you imagine a person with this on their arm and then these round warts as liquid latex? I'm talking skin-safe liquid latex. Prosthesis all up one side of the face. Now that would make a cool mad scientist, don't you think? Hope you like it, guys. I'm actually quite proud of this. Now, if you have ideas for future videos, ideas you want to try out, more prosthesis, anything, leave in the commentary below. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think of these videos. And as I said, I will be working on better details in the future. And by details, I mean better scheduling. Hopefully you'll be able to see a video up every Friday, a video of any type. Might be quick vids, might be the toy chest, might even be just something I draw out there. I want to try and keep that up as long as possible. Once again, I am Dante. This has been Quick Vids, and if you like what you see, spread the word. See you guys next time. Later.